Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. LaMelo Ball late addition to Hornets injury report versus Heat. The NBA world has been lit on fire by LaMelo Ball as of late, as the Hornets guard has registered totals of 50, 44, and 35 in his last 3 games. The Hornets as a whole are struggling, currently sitting at 6-11 at this early juncture of the season, but Ball is second in the NBA in scoring at an even 31 points per game. On Wednesday evening, the Hornets are scheduled to take part in their final game of the pre-Thanksgiving portion of the schedule at home against the Miami Heat, and earlier in the day, the team delivered a concerning injury update regarding Ball's status. LaMelo Ball, our wrist soreness, has been added to the injury report as probable for tonight's game, reported Charlotte Hornets PR on X, formerly Twitter. Joining Ball on the injury report are Miles Bridges, knee, Grant Williams, ACL, Nick Richards, rib, Mark Williams, foot, Daquan Jeffries, hand, and Trey Mann, back, each of whom are slated to miss the contest with the Heat. LaMelo Ball appears to have turned into the best version of himself that fans were hoping for when he was selected in the lottery of the 2020 NBA Draft. Ball's playmaking chops have been apparent dating back to his days at Chino Hills High School, but his three-point shooting has expanded a ton since he entered the league, all of which has made him a nightmare for opposing defenses to try to contain. If Ball is unable to go, the Hornets will need to get a huge game out of second-year forward Brandon Miller to have any chance of competing with a dangerous Heat squad that is looking to bounce back from a crushing loss to the Milwaukee Bucks on Tuesday. Ball has been a bright spot on offense for the Hornets. Putting up 94 points in 2 games is an impressive feat, and head coach Charles Lee made sure to give Ball his props. "I just think that he's continuing to find his spots," Lee said. "I think the team is doing a great job screening for him and getting him open. I thought he continues to trust the pass. Sometimes when they put 2 on the ball, he's hitting the seam pass and allowing that seam guy to make the appropriate reads, and sometimes he makes something out of nothing. I just think that he was great tonight offensively, but again I want to highlight some of his defensive efforts tonight, too. I thought he had active hands. The defensive rebounds he had where our bigs are locked up and wrestling with the other big and he flies in for a couple rebounds, so I thought he helped us in a lot of different areas tonight." Ball is finding his stride offensively. He's the first Hornets player in franchise history to score at least 35 points in 3 straight games. Brandon Miller has also been a solid groove of his own as of late. He's put up at least 20 points in the Hornets' last 4 games, including a season-high 38 points against the Detroit Pistons. Miller gave his thoughts on Ball's big scoring night against the Magic. "He's in a great rhythm. Him just being our leader that we need, of course he's going to do everything he can to help everybody win this basketball game as a team. Just following his lead, I think we're going to be great." Despite the losses, both Miller and Ball have been bright spots for this team's offense for a bulk of the season. It hasn't always translated to wins directly quite yet, but with this type of play, they could be on the cusp of racking up wins sooner rather than later. Tyler Herro scores 27 points as the Heat hold off a late comeback try by the Hornets. Tyler Herro scored 27 points, Duncan Robinson added 22 points with 6 three-pointers, and the Miami Heat held on to defeat the Charlotte Hornets 98-94 on Wednesday night. Bam Adebayo had 10 rebounds and 10 assists for the Heat, who bounced back from a 106-103 loss to the Milwaukee Bucks in an NBA Cup game on Tuesday night. LaMelo Ball had 32 points and 10 rebounds for the Hornets, who have lost 5 of their last 6. Brandon Miller had 21 points and rookie Tijane Salon scored a career-high 17 points. The video player is currently playing an ad. The Hornets rallied from 20 points down to take the lead when Salon drilled a corner 3 with 42 seconds left. But the lead was short-lived as Herro answered with a 3 and then came up with a steal. Harrow was fouled and made one of 2 free throws, giving the Hornets a chance to tie or win with 6 seconds left. Cody Martin got fouled, but missed both free throws. Miami's Kel Elware made both free throws to seal the win. Jimmy Butler left in the third quarter with a tight back and didn't play in the fourth quarter. Heat: Robinson got the Heat going early, scoring 13 of the team's first 17 points, including 3 threes. Hornets: Ball, who came in averaging 43 points over the last 3 games, was probable entering the game with a right wrist injury. It was clearly bothering him during the game, as he was seen holding the wrist with his other hand during pauses in play. The Hornets looked to take the lead with under 10 seconds left when Harrow stole Ball's pass to Brandon Miller. Ball shot 11 of 35 from the field and 7 for 20 from long distance and had 7 turnovers. The Heat host the Raptors on Friday, while Hornets host the Knicks. Milwaukee Bucks hilariously reminds Charles Barkley of bad take after win versus Heat. After their recent win against the Miami Heat, the Milwaukee Bucks took a light-hearted jab at Charles Barkley, poking fun at his previous criticism of the team. The playful reminder showcased their confidence while also highlighting the former NBA star's infamous take on their chances against the Jimmy Butler-led team. Just recently, Milwaukee edged out the Heat with a final score of 106-103. The game featured a dramatic finish, as the Bucks initially built a commanding lead, only to see the Heat mount a fierce comeback in the closing minutes. Terry Rozier had a chance to tie the game with a deep three-pointer, but his shot missed as the buzzer sounded, sealing the victory for Milwaukee. As the game progressed, the Heat refused to back down. Led by Jimmy Butler's 23 points, Miami steadily chipped away at the Milwaukee's lead, tying the game at 96 late in the fourth quarter. This resilience highlighted the Heat's determination, and the atmosphere in the Kaseya Center intensified as fans rallied behind their team. Despite the Heat's efforts, Milwaukee managed to hold their ground, thanks in part to key contributions from their supporting cast. The victory marked Milwaukee's 5th consecutive win, improving their record to 9-9 as they continue to find their rhythm in the season. With this win, the Bucks moved to 3-0 in the NBA Cup, while the Heat fell to 1-2, snapping their own 2-game winning streak. As Milwaukee looks ahead, they aim to build on this momentum and solidify their position in the league. After Milwaukee's victory over the Heat, the team took to social media to hilariously call out Charles Barkley for his pre-game prediction favoring the latter. His confidence in Miami backfired as the Bucks, buoyed by Damian Lillard's stellar 37-point performance, secured their 5th consecutive win. The team's official account shared a clip of Barkley's prediction, adding a cheeky caption with fire emojis to emphasize their triumph. This playful banter not only highlights Milwaukee's resurgence, but also serves as a reminder of Barkley's notorious track record with predictions. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Charles Barkley? Leave your opinion in the comments.